Ya vamos a empezar el stream, pero no se nos oye, ¿vale?
Okay, you see it? Now, hello everybody. Welcome to another AMA. Welcome to another AMA with another project, another partner that we have been working with them with Scan DeFi from the last month and a half. They have been very helpful. We are here with Juan, he's the head of marketing of Scan DeFi. And also Jose is going to help us with the streaming, and Teresa and I, Vicente. So I want to allow Juan to
talk a little bit about his project.
To present the project, because.
Well, so thank you so much for having me here. It's a honor, I would say. Basically, Scan is a project that will cease to exist in the moment that there's no more scams in the blockchain world. It was born to basically be the reference point for the investors whenever they were just looking for information. We have three main pillars. The first pillar is the anti-frauds tool. So we have three main of them. So the first one is the blacklist. It's a place where we share experiences. The users share experiences about different scams and directly put it into the website so they can share it with the rest of the community. So you would go there, search for anything that you'd need, and then you'd get someone's comment about that scam. I know you can't sell a token, owners are unknown, stuff like that. The second utility we have is the scanner, still in process, but before investing or doing anything, would suggest to put the token into the scanner and you'd get two reports. First, the blacklist one, where you can see the community, and then you would get a automated response from our algorithm with things like I don't know, social media interactions, holders, the contract, just different things. And then we have the last main utility in the anti-fraud tools is the Academy, one which is going to launch very soon. But basically is where we, instead of trying to detect them, we tried and to teach you how to avoid getting scammed. So we have loads of experts in our team, and with those experts, they develop different courses where you can actually learn and try and figure out while doing these courses to see the red flags, see everything that you need to know to avoid getting scammed, to prevent basically losing all your money. Then we have a NFT certificate, which you'll get afterwards, but we can talk it after, just after. Mm-hmm. Then the second pillar is the community of communities, people and tokens such as Silver Stonks. We try to create a whole community to reach out to as many people as possible and try to get this message out there. So at the end of the day, we just try to create this community. So different people will be in it. So just some people will have different qualities that some other people wouldn't have. So for example, we have a really good cybersecurity team, but you guys have something else that we need. So we code together and we get the message out there, or we get it done. Then the third pillar is the ecosystem. So this ecosystem was created for basically giving the investors what they need. So this goes with staking, farming. We're getting a swap where you can actually not get scammed. So anything that goes into the swap would be validated by us personally. Then we have gaming. So we have different mini games, video games coming. We have a $120,000 video gaming coming. That's that's NFT related as well. We're gonna have a marketplace, voting zone, and many more. So I think that's pretty short summary of what we do. We have loads of things more, but I'll just hand it off to you.
Very much. Okay, I love the idea that first of all with the scan of scams, because in the beginning it's very helpful for investors that are looking for new opportunities, but they don't know about the market, or they don't know about PancakeSwap, what is going on. They think they can trust whatever is happening on the PancakeSwap. So this tool is very useful. Also for new projects, every project that with a small cap in the beginning, they have to go through the hustle, they prove themselves that they are honest, that they are going to do good with the project and all these things. So I love the idea and the tool of Scan DeFi. And also, well, this will be later, but all the things that are going to do with NFTs is amazing, and
Yeah, we're pretty
I think it's
excited
the
about
future.
NFTs as well.
Mhm.
Do you want to tell us a little bit more about the NFTs and what you guys are going to do with your version of the NFTs that you're coming out with? You mentioned video games. Like, can you elaborate on that?
Okay, so in the video game, so we'll have a video game coming visually around 2 months, but you can actually play it, we hope, around 2 months. No, wait, sorry, 5 months. My bad. But the whole goal of it would be to use NFTs as different government systems. I won't say a lot more, but we're gonna kind of do that and have them generate passive income. Apart from that, yeah, we have in the academy, which is the closest one. We're gonna have, as I said, rewards or certificates as a diploma that you get as, for example, you go to uni, you go to university, you do your course, you finish your, I don't know, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 6 years, and then you get a diploma.
Mhm.
What we want to achieve with the academy, or at least with the Scan DeFi courses, is to give proof to students that they own that knowledge. So we'll give them an NFT recognizing that everything that they've learned is valid, that they passed the exam, and they can use that knowledge to sell those services. For example, obviously, the normal scam course would give you an NFT that you know about scams, and you can help out people, maybe consulting or doing something like that, that could help you reach that. Maybe we'll have a trading course. When you have that NFT of the trading course, you can prove to different investors that want to maybe give you the capital to invest for them, that you are actually trustworthy, that you've done all the material you need to learn, and that you're actually good enough to get their money managed. So that's most of the NFTs. So I'll hand it off to you. You can present yourself. I don't know what you want to do.
Yeah,
Well, that's what we're doing, or focusing first primarily is authenticity of our product. It's kind of like saying from the other, for example, bullion dealers that have it.
Certifying the silver through NFTs, that will be the first step.
And then the other thing is we're working on giving parts options, and then if you buy, for example, certain silver products, you get that as a bonus, as kind of the collections of different that go into too much of this today, but that's what we've been kind of working with.
That's the thing with this comment is right here, NFT plus passive income. It seems to be like everybody's interested in NFTs because the key is like you earn passive income, and that's everybody love that. So we are focused to try to integrate the passive income in NFT. Not NFT.
With the next step that like businesses are going to start adopting. Oh, I guess we're breaking up. Someone says
we're breaking up, Jose.
Oh,
you guys are breaking up. And can you confirm? Yeah.
you properly, so I don't know. I don't think it's the
connection
between us.
There is the connection with the live stream.
sorry, guys.
Okay, it's running smooth now. I think, yeah, I think it's running better now.
Yeah, so what I was saying is that like the logical
I
next,
can hear you now. Okay, let's go.
for example, the logical next step for a Starbucks, for example, is just like from a business perspective, instead of just giving points, like for buying a coffee, maybe you have a wallet and those NFTs are worth a certain amount of points. And with those points, you can get certain benefits or you become a certain member tier to whatever it is they're doing. That's kind of like where the trend is going.
Yeah.
But to add to what your idea is, I think that's a great idea. Is you have NFTs to validate like different courses, and
yeah,
so,
no, but because even at the end, NFTs can be for a lot of reasons. One of with certifying things, that's great. For us in our concept is also the same to certify the silver is.
Yeah, exactly, to
purity,
certify different qualities and different percentages, and maybe also where it comes from. So NFTs were created to just trace back the ownership. So at the end, you can actually see maybe where it actually came from. So who created the silver, where it was like melted or something like that. That could be useful as well for the investors to know exactly where it came from.
we actually have a question. How would you pay for the computing required to process the NFT transactions? The best part about being on Binance is it's not Ethereum.
Yeah. Binance is still developing. They already have their own marketplace. Of course, it's less, how do you say, attractive. No, not attractive. It's less popular than OpenSea. They are doing everything on ERC20. But for us, to be able to give rewards, for example, to hold our NFTs in our own token, because our own token is run, on the Binance Smart Chain. So to be able to give rewards on of our token, we will have to do the NFTs on the Binance blockchain. In our case, we are thinking in some ways to reward for holding or to access to staking only for holding NFTs instead.
Yeah, except for not exactly staking. It would be like just bonus tokens.
Yeah, bonus tokens. It's just the way I explain to myself. But yeah, the key for every business to adopt the NFTs into their own ecosystem is to give a reason to the holder to hold the NFT. The first reason will be to buy it, but then to hold it. That will be the ones that they give rewards. The other type of NFT, that the ones that certify, it brings a lot of value to the digital space with the certification of wherever, because people need to think things are real, these are verified, you can verify the transactions and all these things. So you have these two types of NFT are going to be very, very valuable. And as Scan DeFi and us, we are developing everybody in their own ecosystem, but those types of NFTs. Okay, we have a. Okay, don't worry about it. So I want to move forward about. We can come back later with NFTs, but I want to give the word to Scan DeFi, to Juan, to explain about their plans with marketing. And I don't know if they are thinking exchange, or so you can give an insight to our holders.
Okay, so basically our main marketing strategy is the community of communities. As I said before, one of the main pillars, and that is finding influencers with the same key values that we have. That is being honest, trying to help out people, and trying to do good for the community. That's the main values that we provide. And it's always trying to find these influencers that match perfectly what we have. Then we're going to start with different advertisements in Latin America. They're going to be live soon. Things like Google ads, Facebook ads, stuff like that. They'll be running soon. One of the things that we thought would be amazing would be to collaborate with universities and get courses from universities into the academy. As we speak, I will be doing a lecture at one of the UK lead universities, Exeter University, this Thursday. I don't know if it's going to be recorded, but I'm going to be doing one lecture there. And there's going to be many partnerships with different universities, different doing events, at least in the UK. Then we have many links with big companies that are going to be integrating our services, or that are going to be doing different events or things related to Scan DeFi and scams with them. Now, for the exchange part of things, I don't want to disclose a lot of it, but we are not going to be listed in any exchange. So not any random exchange. We're going to be, we aim to be listed in the top 3. So that's whatever you think it is, we're going to be listed there. And we only have 3 in mind. So that's for us. That's one of the main steps. And it doesn't matter how long it'll take. We'll do our best every single time to outdo ourselves, and it will come when it will come. There's no rush. I feel we have a long time to expand the business, expand the features in it, and try to reach where we want to reach it. If it comes before, good. If it comes after, still good. How about you guys? I'd like to know what your plans are and everything.
No, that's very important to build first the base of the business before you start building the volume or the chart or whatever, because you are focused on only the chart or the volume is not going to be sustainable if the business that doesn't succeed.
Yeah, for us, it's more like the more like revenue outlets you have, the more you can like absorb those shocks, or even like when crypto starts in its like downturn. For us right now, we're focused on establishing authority with certain things we have planned coming up, as well as building on the social media and different things like, I don't want to say the magazine. Can I say the magazine?
Yeah, no, I mean, building authority is like, for example, the last week we come out with a big YouTuber in Spain, Healthy Pockets. Wherever he have more or less followers, he bring a lot of authority to the table. So you are recognized in the community as a good project. So that was one thing. We have been working one article that's going to be published in Forbes. That will also give you a lot of authority. Being in Forbes doesn't mean that's going to bring in one day a lot of volume. I don't know.
But it's like something that it's an asset we can have over time.
That's the thing. It's important to have different assets so you can bring to the table. Hey, we have been featured here. We are doing this with this guy. So it's more important those small steps, but securing
the reputation.
Yeah, our reputation in the space. Also, since we redo our website last week, the entire flow is completely new.
We're getting it optimized for SEO, and so Google can start picking us up. What else?
We're starting with our email campaigns, with our newsletters, and also coming out with the e-commerce that will be a different marketing strategy. We will have 2 different strategies. One will be for the website for the token. And the other one will be towards to sell the product of our business through our e-commerce. In this case, will be merchandise and our silver products, bars, rounds, gorillas, and more things to come. So that's our main plans. Also, the last step, of course, as Juan's saying too, with big influencers, we are always be looking to win authority and scale with influencers. It's not going to be like bunch at the same time, or we're looking always for the good ones. So that's the difference. And that's our plan for marketing for the next 2-3 months. We still put a lot of work in the back end, building the e-commerce. And another thing that I want to reveal here, because we have to establish the plan, but it's going to be huge for us. It's going to be a big thing to scale the business and to give more utility to the token. No one knows about this, but we will make another AMA just to show you guys. Yeah, this new update into our white paper. So that's our plans on marketing. Today, I guess we are rocking for whatever reason on the chart, but as always we say, It's
Long-term project.
Yeah, long-term project. Scan DeFi has the same goal.
Same view.
Yeah.
So you can tell us why you think in your project is good to focus on the long-term strategy and hold on the long term.
That and like, what would you say is your differentiating factor from like similar projects or something similar?
Okay, so I feel why you should hold Scan or whatever. I particularly don't really care if you hold Scan. Obviously, it helps, but that's not the main goal. The token is just utility for the actual ecosystem. Obviously, you'll have to hold Scan if you want to utilize different parts of the platform. So that's something you have to take in consideration for yourself. But not only because of that, because obviously you can just hold it and then sell it or whatever when you just use it. But I feel like our project is not only based on the token, it's based on the community, it's based on the service we're providing, our whole vision, where you have to think that scammers are going to be there always. Scammers are going to be and have been there since loads of centuries ago. There's been scams all the time. I mean, since all of the ages. I mean, when you start being a kid, there are scams there. I remember when I was a kid, there was the cards you traded with. Obviously, you got scammed there. You scammed people, you know. It was just games and fun there. But now it's real. You're playing with money. You're playing with different people's lives. It's something way more serious that is not just some kids play. And obviously, these people are, let's just say, intelligent people. You know, we have to keep up with the trend, with different scams, and that's what we're going to do with the academy as well. We're going to integrate different parts and trying to teach different strategies that these scammers have. So it's not going to be just for a few months, for a few years. I mean, this is going to hopefully last till blockchain just completes and it's just non-existent anymore, or we get rid of scams. I mean, that's a whole thing, but obviously there's going to be really, really hard. I mean, our system has to be so efficient that no one wants to scam anyone because you're going to be done like this. Obviously, that's going to be really hard, but if we get there, that's the goal. Talking about, sorry, excuse me, what did you say for the second question was?
What's your like differentiating factor from, you know, any similar project out there?
So competition. It's a very well-known topic around business and very important. For us, we think that it's important, obviously, but we don't give it a lot of importance. Obviously, our main goal is to eradicate scammers, and if there is someone else doing it out there, it helps our main goal. So for us, there's no competition. If there's someone else that does good, we would like to collaborate with them to reach to more people, to actually bring this vision to everyone. You know, there's no point of competing with when you have the same goal. If they have the same goal, then you can consider it as competition, because at the end of the day, you're competing with the same vision or product or whatever you want. So instead of fighting them, we collaborate with them. We want to help out people. We're not trying to, I don't know, get rich quick or something like that. We're trying to build a community based on values.
That's good. That's good. Yeah.
I think you would agree with me, because I know you guys personally as well. So I know that you're trying to achieve this as well via different ways.
No, that's the thing, because if you approach as a traditional business, everything in this situation doesn't make any sense. What is going on right now on the market? Scam here, scam there. So, and it's true that they don't have sometimes even any barrier to do that. So they need to be afraid of some projects, could be Scan DeFi. Hey, you do this, you are going to be listed here, and people is going to get on top of you. So I
think now, especially, we're at a time where, like, you know, people aren't listening to a financial advisor that they're going to go hire, or there's no crypto guru financial advisor that has years of experience in any of this. So it's like more and more people are listening to people on YouTube or people, and you don't see like what happens behind the scenes, or is that person getting paid, or is that part of a scam? There was, a couple months ago, there was a bunch of like TikTokers that
that participated in a scam and tried to just get rich.
Especially in a time where like everyone's making their own decisions financially, like it's a really useful tool.
Yeah,
so people can take like the power into their own hands, and it's kind of similar to what we're trying to do with Silver Stonks, is give that ability to have that financial protection accessible to like every person with Silver.
Yeah, that's the thing, because having that people making financial decisions just based on social media,
or what they see on a chart.
I'm afraid about this. Maybe people make a decision about our projects because they saw us on social media. Okay, they are lucky with us, but not it's gonna be always the same thing. You keep trying new projects because you saw it just on social media without anything else, any other information. Better go to Scan DeFi to check first if they
exactly
if they see the project on their scanner.
Yeah, so we're excited for our partnership with you guys. We think we share the same values.
Yeah, because I want to say, when we do partner with somebody, it's not just because we do an AMA and we are retweeting our post or whatever.
The idea is to help each other grow, to see how we can help.
No, but I mean, we have been working from the last month. We have meeting in the back end. We have been even working with programming. The programmer is helping us. Our programmer is helping them.
Yeah.
Now,
especially now with blockchain being like the internet 20 years ago, like if we we make progress here, we're gonna share progress with you guys.
Yeah, so for us, bringing another partner like we did last time with Flux, in this case, Scan DeFi, is important for us because we trust them. We know they are good people. They're trying to make good into the community, and they offer a good product at the end. I'm excited about all your plans with NFTs because hearing how
I'm excited about your video game.
The video game is gonna work. Yeah. I know you can say anything, but it's exciting. And now Facebook announcing this Meta,
changing their name to Meta.
To Meta is giving more and more support to the NFT world with the gaming and all these things.
And it's coming like very fast.
Yeah, it's very fast.
This whole year with crypto.
I would say it's coming too fast. That's what attracts scammers at the end of the day. Yeah. Everything, when there is speed, then you don't stop to think, right? So if no one really knows, because as it's going so fast, a lot of people really don't know. They just go, okay, if I put in $300 into this NFT, it's going to give me $30 a day. But that is not sustainable. That's in essence, that's still a scam because it's not sustainable. You have to look and see that there's a sustainable model behind it. You can't just, where's that money coming from? You have to search at the information before you actually make a decision. And that's part of why we started this. It's something to give base to the beginners, most of them.
That's the main thing. So I want to proceed with questions on the chats. I don't know.
If you allow me to just continue with something that I wanted to say about NFTs.
Yes.
Usually, NFTs are based on a P2P market system where you just buy and sell from people. So what we want to implement as well is to have a system, or try to create a system where you can also sell your NFTs back to Scan. Okay. So obviously, instead of when you use them in the game, or when you use them as whatever, you have a collective item and you want to sell it back because, I don't know, you made money, or you just don't want to use it anymore in the game because you want to get the next tier or whatever. I said too much. But yeah, you can, instead of having the traditional system or traditional NFT system where you sell it to someone else, after that, there has to be someone else looking to buy that NFT. And maybe at the price that it is right now, there's no one. For us, we want to give that opportunity back to Scan users. So we will have a liquidity investment pool, whatever, to buy back the NFTs, where we can actually sell them back and stuff like that. Act like a person in an NFT market where we actually have a lot of capital to buy back these NFTs. Excuse me. And yeah, that's it. We just don't want to. We want everyone to know that we don't want to manipulate anyone. This is why we want to create this liquidity system, because many of them, they just do is sell a worthless NFT that is in its core, excuse my French, but shit, it's nothing, it's worth nothing. So we want to give the security to people that they can trust us, that if something goes wrong and this NFT is worth nothing, we can buy it back. If you think that it's worth nothing, we can buy it back. It's no problem. So that's what we want to say. Like, every time we do something, we want to make sure that everyone understands that you can trust us.
Someone's asking, so is what you're saying like a centralized exchange for education, gaming, and certifications for NFTs?
Could you repeat that, please?
In the chat, someone's asking, do you mean like a centralized exchange for education, gaming, and certification NFTs?
Okay, so we're totally decentralized. So that means no get to know your customer, no nothing. So the only thing that relates to you is if and only if you connect your wallet. So if you connect your wallet, you have obviously the hexadecimal chain there, and it can be traced back to you, but that's it. This obviously you can have multiple wallets, you can have infinite wallets. So obviously it's decentralized, and we wanted to keep it that way for as long as we can, or even always. So there's no problem there. But obviously everything you said apart from that, it is, we're gaming. As I said before, I don't know if you were there, but we had gaming, we have staking, farming, we have many different things. We have obviously the educational purpose, we have the detecting scams with the scanner and with the blacklist and other different tools. So we're just a whole ecosystem where we actually try and help people by different means. As well, we're going to have a Scan Foundation, so a charity foundation that we're going to try and help out people not only in the blockchain, but also outside of the blockchain, more physically. At least we hope to achieve that, as well as many other different projects that are coming up that are quite heavy.
Okay, I just want to say, if someone only wants DeFi, I know Scan DeFi is all about being DeFi. It's admirable. The purpose is just being DeFi because they think it brings a lot of value to new opportunities for a lot of people, and they try to achieve all their goals being always decentralized, and that's something I like because they take it very serious. Because there's a lot of people that prefer that route instead of going centralized. And that's why they're so focused on being DeFi, and everything they touch, they're trying to put into the ecosystem being always DeFi. So that's something amazing from them. I think we talk about everything. I don't know if you want to say anything else about your project before we go to the chat.
I think it's fine. I think we touched upon everything mainly. We didn't hear you guys a lot of your project. Maybe that's something we could touch upon now, because I know there's some people from our community that would gladly want to hear at least like a tiny summary of what you guys do, because we have talked about you before. We've done different MAAs before, at least in Spanish, but I would like to give you the opportunity at least to give you this this introduction.
It's true, and since today or since yesterday we have a lot of new holders, so maybe they want to know more and more about the project. Do you want me to do it? Or?
I can start. And if I miss anything, you just cover it.
Yeah.
But, Silver Stonks, we came up with the idea basically earlier this year, out of the concern of inflation. In the US alone, about 35% of all the US dollars ever printed was printed this past year during COVID. And it's true that like it was done in a way that you wouldn't feel it immediately because, you know, you're buying bonds, treasuries, whatever. But essentially, long term, that has its effects. Like inflation is like the whole message that we're trying to get across. Inflation is real, and you should start taking measures to diversify your assets. One of the best opportunities to diversify your assets is in hard assets and digital assets, crypto, for example, NFTs. If you pick a good project, hold long term, including Bitcoin, for example, like that's something you should start allocating a little bit every month to, or every, you know, whatever you can. And then hard assets are things that have intrinsic value, like silver, gold, houses, cars. Those are, you know, things that you need long term. Now it's not as accessible for everyone to just, you know, throw their money and buy a house. So starting with little things, we're starting with silver. Why silver? Because within the precious metals, it's set to gain the biggest percentage. And we want to make it more accessible to everyone in the sense that we want to give it kind of like a fresh new look and attach it to with NFTs, with crypto. You know, people holders or people who are going to buy in our e-commerce are going to get more benefits by buying the silver through us. But we're also going to partner with other bullion dealers to accept our token as a form of payment. And I don't know if you want to take over from there.
No,
Anything?
No, I want to say it's important. Give also different ways to use your tokens without having to touch fiat currency, no dollars, no euros. Go and buy
silver is traditionally like another form of money. So you're going essentially with our token, you're going from the crypto back into another form of money, which is silver.
It's like converting your money into another kind of money. And in this situation, we are very bullish on silver because of the many reasons that is already talked, and also very special trending. There are about buying all the physical silver that is into the market.
There's a trend kind of going on, kind of underground trend. If anyone knows Wall Street Bets, there's a group that like branched off that's called Wall Street Silver. And their whole goal, which is another like very ambitious goal and separate from us, but we took inspiration in it, is they want to buy all the physical silver on the market to kind of trigger that price per gram to about $50 a gram, which would kind of get Apple, Tesla a little concerned.
An ounce,
sorry, $50 an ounce, which would get Apple, Tesla, you know, they can't stop production, so they would buy wholesale. That would, you know, cause like a snowball effect, which would set the price higher. So that's like an underground movement that like is growing little by little every day. At the beginning of the year, it was about 20,000 people, and now they're over 200,000 in that group.
No, but they are very focused on physical silver because buying the paper silver, the SLV, LSLV.
If you buy paper in the stock market, it's been manipulated for years. So like if you have physical silver, it's not only is it a form of money, set to see a high percentage gain, it's a good, safe, long-term investment.
Yeah, that's the thing. And today, people already know about the shortage in everything.
Yeah.
Chips, cars, everything is getting shortage.
That doesn't help the inflation narrative either that they're trying to say it doesn't exist. But
what?
That the shortages that we're experiencing worldwide also provokes inflation even more.
That's the thing. And all the shortages are starting from the beginning with raw materials, precious metals, plastic, everything, and the industries, they are short in chips, purines, and this. The cars can go out because they don't have the chips. So it's happening. So this problem is coming from coronavirus. This is another problem with shortage.
Vaccine mandates or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Things piling up on top of each
other.
other.
Yeah, everything is piling. People getting fired or people renouncing their jobs because they want to get vaccinated. Whatever is happening. There is a shortage in labor, shortage in material.
Prices go up. Circulating.
Shipping is more expensive.
Yeah.
And this is just the beginning of the problem. The coronavirus
was a trigger.
Yeah, for everybody it's not just the whole problem. It's just the trigger from a lot of problems that are coming
from the past.
It's scary. So you have to start taking care.
And I think like a lot of times with like us millennials or Gen Zers, younger people, we're kind of the ones that are most exposed to this kind of like risk, but we're the ones that are renting, and we're the ones that aren't thinking of buying the house maybe right away, or so I think I read somewhere we're like the most educated and even the most well-paid generation, but we're also like the less stable economically.
No, because we don't own anything.
Yeah.
From the last 10, 12 years, 15 years, rent. Oh, it's very cheap to rent. It's very affordable because you don't have to own anything and you can travel, blah blah blah. And now what happened now? You are exposed to all this problem without owning anything. So that's why it's very important for us, and this is our principal message and our mission into the project is protect and diversify your assets. Start now, wherever is your age, do it, because everything's gonna get. I don't want to get worse and worse, but just to take care of yourself and your money, and don't just follow the trend, because when something has happened, the trend goes down and everybody goes into the store of value, into the reserves, into their hard assets, and that's something that always is going to protect you. So it's our message in Silver Stonks, and we share more or less same principles and values with Scan DeFi. They are on their own way with the scams and trying to detect fraudulent projects. But it's important now. Everybody is flooding to the investment side. Nobody was investing before, and now everybody's investing because crypto is here. Okay, take this as an advantage. Be careful. Don't lose all your money all in one thing. This is a tool. Crypto is a tool for everybody. It's not just it's not a casino. It's not to make fire, to have fun. It's an opportunity for a big generation to start owning things.
Yeah, like there's it's a trend, I think, almost like kind of going to the casino, like putting some money in, seeing if like an altcoin 10x's, but like it's also important like to have your maybe small portion if you like doing that, like betting in different altcoins. That could be risky, but like there should also be like long-term project altcoins that you just don't touch or do. So that's kind of like where we're trying to fit in, and that's we're trying to stand out in that sense, establish more authority, and then like show that through time, like we're here, we're going to keep growing. This is a real need. We're going to have more and more utility with our token. So that's
there's a lot of opportunity coming, and I think for us also, I think for Scan DeFi the same. Our big ball or big baller, I don't know how to say
bread
this.
and butter.
It's going to be the NFTs. I think now is a proof of concept and all these things, but the NFT is going to be huge for everybody. And whoever is taking advantage of this and is getting early is going to develop for the next 5-10 years a very good utility, a very good service through the NFTs. So all the projects are very on that, are very early, and they are in very good position, I want to say. Okay, so what else? Again, I just explained our project.
If you have any questions, let's give it a minute maybe.
So I want to go with the chat. I'm on the YouTube. Jose, you can help me with the Twitch, the chat. Okay, YouTube is better. I think we are also already asked you about the central exchange for education, gaming, and certification NFT. You already talked about that. I bought sstx. The ethics part in finance is the key to legitimation for the crypto space.
Mm-hmm. I think that was it. I've been following it.
It's true that we already.
It's also Halloween.
Yeah, we already asked you whatever it was in the chat. So we don't have questions on Twitch or the ones on YouTube has been already answered.
But we're talking with who were we talking to with Scan DeFi? What we had lunch with?
With Alex.
And that we need to do more of these. Like maybe we can do like a podcast or something and start taking, because we really like talking with you guys. We share a lot of like the same values. So like we're gonna have to plan something.
Yeah, we were planning like to do like a round table of
like a round table,
something like a podcast to also always bring this information, because through these AMAs you can present your project, but you don't want to go into many things because I know the AMA is gonna be too long. So we need like separate things, not just AMAs, like podcasts
Yeah, podcast where we can each day touch on one topic. For example, today we kind of like went over a lot of NFTs, but I don't know, maybe next day we talk about
if I, for example,
different holdings or value, or it doesn't have to do everything about scams or silver. We can find a common ground where we can actually bring a lot of value because we have the expertise to.
That's the thing. And another one that I like to do another with you is about talking about what is important for you guys to be always decentralized, because that's something that you don't see often in our situation. Even if I like to be decentralized, I will go to centralized exchanges because I need to, or because it's not one of my core values, but I respect so much that everything has to be decentralized. In situation, so that's another topic that we can talk in another.
Exactly. Yeah, we can.
Yeah, situation. So yeah, I think I'm gonna cut here.
Yeah, we can wrap it up. Yeah.
Yeah, AMA. Thank you so much, Juan, for being here. Always a pleasure talking with you.
Thank you for having me. It's a very nice conversation, very nice talk as always. So I'll be glad to be back and have you guys over whenever you want. So yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye. Happy
So
Halloween.
much.
Everyone.
Bye bye.
Have fun.
See ya.
Bye.